The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only consist of a lot of puck talk and even more BS, or in actual words, banter and satire. Enjoy, and as always, go Canucks go.
Okay, my name's Kyle Bowen, and I'll be your therapist today, okay? My girlfriend said I'm a good listener, and I thought of some positive things, okay? Let's be optimistic about the future, maybe not this year, surrounding your Vancouver Canucks.
You're Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome to another episode of Locked On Canucks. My name is Kyle Bowen. One love to the Don't Doze Art Lab for giving us the space to give you, again, your Canucks every day, because, again, this is Locked On Canucks, man, oh, man, the people instilling that culture and that promise. And what have we done for over 2 years, okay? We just had our 2-year anniversary on this program, and again, that culture, that day in and day out approach to be us over here again on Locked On Canucks. And speaking of us, I forgot who I am. That's what happens, okay? Losing sucks, and it pucks me up, okay? I've told you guys many times, right? I'm not starting a family till the Canucks win a cup, okay? That means I can't have children until then. So when this season is happening the way it's happening, and it's looked like all the other previous seasons prior to last season, I start stressing out because next thing you know, I'm 67 years old and I can't have kids. AKA the losses, they affect me a lot, okay? I got to be better. I need more hugs. And like I said yesterday, there's a good chance that in April and May of this year, I'll be spending a lot more time with my girlfriend because the playoffs, bro, that ish is slipping away. Anyways, though, the happy hour, can we just be positive, okay? This is what I want to do here. I wrote down a couple things, and there's a lot of truth here, too. I think there are some glimpses of, I'm not going to use the word hope, but glimpses of places where we could, think forward and see a lot of possibility. Okay. So I want to talk about those, and then I want to read your comments and tell me how you feel. Okay. I'll be your therapist today. Okay. Anything you give me, I'm going to flip it to a positive. Okay. I think they call that what do they call that? A gaslighter? Am I a gaslighter today? Or a therapist? Okay. Where am I going? Okay. Anyways, first positive. Okay. Think about this. We traded JT Miller. What? How's that a positive? It's a positive because we traded him for Philip Chytil, Drew O'Connor, and Marcus Pettersson. I mean, outside of the last 5 periods, I was really impressed with Marcus Pettersson, right? But he looks to be a solid player. And Philip Chytil, Drew O'Connor doing their thing. I'll keep a lot of time for Philip Chytil in a couple of seconds, but just think about it, okay? We traded JT Miller right there and then. Imagine he'd be stuck around for another 10 games in this environment. And I know he was picking up a couple points here and there, but there's a good chance, right? Because everyone's been struggling on this team. Everyone's been ass offensively on this team, okay? There's a good chance that his value diminishes in a span of a month. We're not talking about a player that ripped up the tournament at the Four Nations too, right? There's a chance that his value lowers, and maybe we don't get Philip Chytil in the first, okay? I don't know. And Victor Mancini, okay? I don't know. Things can feel bad, feel drastic, feel worse, right? Apparently, your value can just diminish in a handful of games. Okay, look at Pettersson. The same thing could have happened with JT Miller. And there's a chance that we don't get, again, Philip Chytil, Marcus Pettersson, and Drew O'Connor. And just focusing on Philip Chytil. I think Philip Chytil's good. I think he's going to thrive moving forward with this opportunity. I think, again, he needs a new contract not too long down the road, right? Life moves fast. Okay, think about it. It's already March of 2025. There's going to be a lot of incentive for him to, keep going. Keep getting better. Capitalize on all this new ice time you're getting, right? Because you weren't getting this in New York. And what's he done? I think he has, maybe 6 points? I think Matt put it in the comments. I don't know if Matt's the smartest guy on the pro. I don't know if this guy's... Matt, send me your data, okay? Says, how do you know this is true? Anyway, he's saying he got 6 points in 10 games. He scored his second goal last night. And that doesn't sound like a lot. It doesn't. Matt's also saying that JT Miller has 11 points in 10 games. But JT Miller's JT Miller, right? On the New York Rangers, a fresh start, right? He's not in this weird environment that's like that room sucks in Vancouver. There's no optimism. There's no hope. There's a little bit of that, or none of that also on YouTube and shit. I know, but there's none of that room right now. There's a good chance that JT Miller's not having 11 points in 10 games, especially with Quinn Hughes missing out on so much hockey, okay? Anywho, in Filipino's 10 games, there he has 6 points, but I feel as if he could have had, realistically, 9 to 11 as well. He's had a lot of chances, and that's his job to finish. That's why, I only sprinkled in a couple extra points. But, he's been good. He's been playing with some confidence. He's been excelling, to an extent in a toxic environment. Still being a young guy, still trying to find his role, and he's just gone about his business, doing his best every time he has the puck on his stick. Again, it's not perfect, but there's initiative here, okay? He's not letting Pettersson's lack of intensity, right? Lack of confidence, trickle down to him. Again, a younger player, a new guy into the room. I've been impressed by Filipino. Filipino is a lot better than I thought he was, because I didn't know, because I didn't watch any Rangers games. I didn't know that this guy, outside of a couple playoff games, but I didn't know that Filipino also in the regular season is a bit of a play driver. Has that oomph to him, he has that mojo. He has that confidence. He has that give me the puck, okay, right now, and I'll make something of it. And this team needs more of that. Yeah, it's risky, right? It's not quote unquote defensive, but it's a spark. And every time this guy touches the puck, something happens. Every time Drew O'Connor touches the puck, it's like a net positive. He's a good player. He's also here for the next couple of seasons. He's a lot better than Danton Heinen. Oh, yeah, another positive. They got rid of Danton Heinen and Vincent Desharnais. I know at the time it was packaged with the first-round pick that could be a very good first-round pick, either in the immediate future or, way down the road. It's a scary thing, I know, but you got rid of those contracts. And again, Drew O'Connor, just a much better player than Danton Heinen. All in all, though, I just think that they traded JT, looking back at this, at the right time, considering I have no faith that his value would have increased if he stayed on the Canucks. It would have diminished. Man, oh man. What do you guys think of that? Let's get to some comments. Matt is saying this, okay, the chances of JT Miller's value dropping in the last month, if he was a Canuck, is lower than a meteor crashing into Kyle's mom's basement at this very moment. Why are you talking about my mom? Matt, man, my name's Kyle Bound, okay? They used to call me Canine Bound back in the day. Do the math, bro. Watch your mouth. And I know you're a big JT fan. I'm a big JT Miller fan too. Don't get me wrong. Again, I'm not surprised that he has 11 points in 10 games. You again, if Canucks fans, can we agree on something? We want JT Miller excelling in New York. We want him, being a number one center, excelling or reaching his potential, so New York wins some games, so we don't have to regret trading that first-round pick. Can we all agree on that? So can we all be JT Miller fans, please? I don't want to deal with that stress down the road. It's okay. What you know what? Play the music, man. It's the happy hour. Why do we got to stress about that? Matt, this is what happens when you open your mouth, man. Can you just shut up for a bit, please? Please? Matt, man. You got to get out of my life for a bit, man, okay? What's the second positive here? Okay, you may think I'm reaching. I don't think I'm reaching. Okay, I think I'm feeling these things. I'm not forcing optimism. I'm not gaslighting. I'm being real. Okay, the second thing I want to talk about, and I know I want playoff experience for this team. I think that's the best experience for this team. I want playoff experience for Quinn Hughes. Yes, the Vancouver Canucks captain who's, still signed for a couple more years. And I know a lot of us are stressing out about the future. That's what happens. We're delusional. And we're also just fed with problems where we got to find scenarios, okay? And the Canucks, it seems as if one of their solutions is finally to rebuild. And if that's the case, again, A+2, -3 equals trade Quinn Hughes. Like, we're not going to go there, though. Okay, I want to talk about Quinn Hughes getting better. That's a huge positive here. Now, he's been injured a lot, I know, and that sucks. But hey, this team got rid of Ian Cole and Nikita Zadorov. Dude, okay. And Quinn Hughes has been playing 37 minutes a game from day one against Calgary, okay? Think about that. It was bound to happen. That being said, he came back this year better than last year. Maybe he can, quote-unquote, be a better leader in that room. As far as the dressing room ish goes, I think he's kind of alluded to that too. He wants to get better, and when he wants to get better, he's going to get better. So again, Quinn Hughes came into this season on the ice, leading to the best of his abilities, getting better. That's a check mark, considering he's still a young guy and one of the best players in hockey. I feel as if that guy is going to take whatever happens for the rest of this season, whatever has happened, and use that as fuel in the offseason to come back even better next season. Like, I have so much faith that Quinn Hughes is going to continue to get better. And I know. You need more than one guy. But if Quinn Hughes gets better as a leader too, right, he's going to take a lot of lessons, right? If he gets better, we're better next season. And that's a positive, okay? Look at the smile on my face, man. Look at the smile on my face, man. That's a positive coming out of this season. I mean it, okay? We should be very, very proud of Quinn Hughes being the captain and him being the leader. And bro, this is why I'm not afraid for change, okay? Now we're connecting. Now, listen to me. Let me take this damn headphone off, okay? Listen to me, okay? We're going to take that positivity, okay? Quinn Hughes got better. A lot better, okay? A lot better. He's going to get better next season. And I think he's going to have an easier time leading in that locker room, okay? Being that type of guy, because it's going to look completely different. And a couple more big pieces out of that losing environment, which JT Miller was a part of, which Bo Horvat was a part of, right? And look at Bo Horvat in New York, you know? Still barely scraping by, okay? Hey, maybe Brock Besser is gone now. Maybe Elias is gone now. And it just leaves more room for Quinn Hughes to be the only person in that room to look up to. Okay, it's addition by subtraction. Everyone on that team just has to look at that guy and his work ethic and his appreciation for the game, his nerdisms, and just use him as a beacon of light of leadership, okay? Because right now, people, you know, just based on the pay scale and based on the way things go, people are in that room. New players are in that room, okay? Remember, guys like Kiefer Sherwood, Jake DeBrusk, they're still the new guys. It's life, okay? I know it's hockey. It's life, too. It's business. They're looking at how Brock Besser and Elias Pettersson have handled the season, and they're like, "What? We're like, you know what I'm saying?" Two of the biggest guys in that room, JT Miller, when it comes to the hierarchy of leadership, all those guys have failed. So again, I'm saying I'm looking forward to Quinn Hughes being, again, the majority of the inspiration, and for him to also build, I can't believe I'm saying this, a new leadership committee. And I'm excited for guys like Kiefer Sherwood and Connor Garland to have a bigger role in that room. Okay? Yo, I look at a guy like Tom Willander. Holy, look at where we going with this, man. We're getting happy. We're getting crazy. We're giving up on the season. We're in a damn playoff spot. Where am I going, man? I need therapy. You know what? Let's go to break, man. We're talking about Tom Willander being the perfect guy to insert into that room. Tom Willander. I wish we were talking about wins, man. I'm getting emotional here, man. Like I said, man, I can't start a family until the Canucks win the cup, man. I'm already 32. We'll talk about some more happy things on the other side and read some comments. Talking about talking about a new leadership committee, Connor Garland being an assistant captain, changing the course of the Vancouver Canucks. Plus, shout out FanDuel. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, man. They doing their thing. They've been taking care of us, right? Helping us bring home that bacon, that turkey bacon. And right now, man, they're still giving you a lot. what happens? You place that first $5 bet with that new account, and if you win that, they give you $150 in bonus bets. That's something else, okay? And right now, the NBA, right? The perfect place to parlay. Not play, but parlay. And FanDuel, man, gives you the place to do just that, okay? They got live bets throughout the whole game, okay? Yeah, you don't even have to get your bets in before the game starts. You can do it whatever. Wow, look at the ease of access, okay? Again, FanDuel is that place where you want to get in on the action. Again, you win your first $5 bet. They give you $150 in bonus bets. You just got to visit FanDuel.com. That's FanDuel.com. Remember, make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA, man. Yo, I wish I was just I wish I was cheering for the Lakers or the Golden State Warriors, man. I want the playoffs, man. I want the champions. Yo, the Canucks, man. What are y'all doing, the Canucks? Man, I'm losing all my credibility on this one, man. I hope my family doesn't watch this. I hope my girl doesn't watch this. And I hope the people that don't Doze Art Lab or, the Locked On Podcast Network don't watch this, okay? They may get rid of me on this one. No structure, no nothing. Just feelings. But hey, being happy, right? Being happy. What's the next thing on my list that I want to talk about after I made up all that BS and all that bullshit about Hughes and the leadership in Garland? Okay, what? No, it came from the heart. And this comes from the heart too, okay? D. Petey, a third-round pick from, less than 24 months ago. I know he was a healthy scratch yesterday, but I'm just impressed. That's another guy that's raising the floor, okay? That's not having to rely on Forbert and Darren Hayes anymore. Like, going into the season, Elias Pettersson, right? I think he's got our back. He's got the confidence. He's got the resiliency. It's rare territory. And I don't think this is being said based on ease of access, right? You're playing for the Canucks. So many injuries, so many ins and outs. You're going to get opportunities. Boom, bam. I think he's pushed the needle, right? Like, he's forced the issue over here. This team didn't allow this guy to experience the AHL All-Star game because they're like, yo, we need you, and we think you're really good. We want to get you going into next season being at your best by giving you all this experience right now. Like, it's important. You're part of the plan. You're part of the new core, potentially. And he's been damn impressive. Again, for a third-round pick, less than, 24 months ago, being this much of a breakthrough, right? This guy's a third-round pick. I feel like he should have been a late first-round pick. There's so much value there, and this team needs that value, and I'm very, very impressed. And Elias Pettersson. Okay? Is that something that we can all agree on? Can we get to one of your comments? This comment came from Bob Bluger, okay? He said, we all died a little last night. Oh, why did last night just feel different? That loss to Seattle. Bob Bluger also calling this Black Sunday. This is it, eh? It's over? Did we actually die last night? Did our appreciation for this team, again, this is another positive, okay? We want to talk about where we were 2 years ago, or where Elias Pettersson was 2 years ago. Where were we? Like, playoffs. And look at us now. It's March the 2nd, 2025. The Canucks are still, quote unquote, I know, but not by point percentage. They still got they're not that far away from being a sure thing in the playoffs, okay? Locking it up. Like, we're right there. We're right in the fight, somehow, some way. And I know it's fallen. It's like a part of us, like when Bob Bluger says, yo, last night we died. I think the hope died. I think a lot of us, we just, for a moment, we just don't give a if this team makes the playoffs. And B, we just don't think it's going to happen. Like, we literally think the bottom's going to fall out, and the Quinn Hughes injury and all that stuff. And it's just, it's over. It's over. Throw in the towel. Okay. It's over. That's how it felt yesterday, even though, again, we're kind of in a playoff spot right now. And it's still essential, man. And you know it's essential. Like, Taka guys competitors, Adam Foote competitors. Like Quinn Hughes, I know he tweaked something and we don't have play till Wednesday, and a lot of people are concerned. Like, I feel like that guy's going to do whatever it takes because he's a true leader to be in the lineup because they're in a playoff position and they got to win games here, right? I know. They should have been desperate 5 days ago, 7 days ago. But now it's more desperate times than ever. There's a good chance that Quinn Hughes still plays on Wednesday, and we're cheering after a win because it helped our playoff positioning, okay? Like, man, what type of year has this been? The roller coaster, man. The roller coaster, man. Speaking of which, the comments going off. Can y'all just, stop being assholes in the comment, For real. One love to Kurt Richardson, man. Anyways, man. And Matt, you got to stop making multiple accounts to just, use on a YouTube chat, okay? It's not that deep. Here's, like, this is, like, look at what Aquilini and company have done to us, right? We're turning against each other already. It's like, relax, okay, guys? Come on. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Who cares about what opinions you guys have about this team? I'm sorry. Dude, we're all Canucks, okay? We'll all be hugging each other eventually. Just drink some water and make sure you get to 100 years old because you're going to need a lot of time before that to happen. Okay. Next comment. David saying a goalie has more goals than Pettersson in 2025. 2 goalies, right? I think 2 goalies have scored the same amount of goals as Pettersson in 2025. Okay. Elson is saying embrace the rebuild. And this is the last positive, okay? I'm sorry. I want to make the playoffs more than anyone, okay? Reminder. I want to make the playoffs more than anyone. Cuz I just like that ish, okay? I think it's easier to stack up a lesson or stack up a narrative or stack up just dubs in general that lead to more momentum when there's, like, again, real substance and just clinching a playoff spot and playing in the playoffs. It's something that you can kind of lean on. Okay. The Canucks are still a very young team, very new to this window opening. Stacking up 2 playoff appearances in a row, it's going to bode well for the long run. I know everyone wants to talk about, like, oh, they're going to wreck their draft positioning. Get out of that effing mindset. Okay. If you're making the playoffs, you're making the playoffs. You need Quinn Hughes to have experience. It matters. Okay. You need Langton to have experience, right? It just matters. When you have a top 5 player in the game, you want to win with that guy, and it's going to matter down the road, okay? Whether we have Quinn Hughes for 2 more years or not, I don't care. With him in the lineup, this experience, it matters. And next year, you don't want it to be a, how do I say, like an implosion, right? You don't want to be the worst team in the league. With Quinn Hughes, you want to compete. But this term, the rebuild, right? The one that Elston brought up. I'm excited for this team to potentially, because, Besser might be gone this week. Pettersson might be gone this week. Let's be honest. Whether it be irrational to let go of Pettersson early too, like, look, again, over the last 6 to 7 years with this guy being a big part of that room, this team has lost games. It's okay for change, right? Just don't get rid of Hughes yet. But it's all right for everyone else to leave. It is what it is. It is what it is. And again, I trust Hughes to be the beacon of light for all these new faces to really lean on it and establish a new culture. I guess what I'm trying to say is, what are we afraid of? What are we afraid of? Oh, losing a trade. What are we afraid of? It's got to be better than this. Because last year, real talk, anomaly, outlier. You gotta remove that. It's not part of the equation if this team's building off of that with this performance. I'm sorry. It's like, it's so irrelevant. It's so irrelevant. You got to look at what's happened prior to last year. And it's exactly what's happening right now. Okay. The Canucks are a bad team. So if there's change and, like, Pettersson gets traded, it's gonna hurt. I want to hand Pettersson the blank check. I have a lot of faith in Pettersson bouncing back, but maybe he doesn't just fit into being a prominent player, prominent leader, not only in Hughes' leadership group, but just in the city of Vancouver. not built to do what it takes. And I know we don't know what it takes because we've never won one, but yo, what it takes to just handle everything. Handle everything. Do it with class and just prove that it doesn't get to you by getting better on the ice, by doing your business, aka do what Quinn Hughes is doing. Again, look at Quinn Hughes' film this year. What a perfect player. What a perfect player. Especially when he's healthy. Like, how incredible has it been to see that guy grow? Again, as a leader, again, in the room, he's got to be better. But the fact of the matter is, he's done it on the ice. Got better. That proves that he can handle anything. I got the faith in that guy. I don't got the faith in the rest, though. The unfortunate part about that statement is like, yo, I would have faith in Thatcher Demko if he could stay healthy because he has that mindset, that dog in him. These other guys, I don't know. Unable to block out any sort of personal noise that they're creating for themselves, whether it be because they don't got a contract. Because that stuff gets in the way, I get it, but you can't allow it to get in the way. You can't. When it's game time and you're playing for the Vancouver Canucks and you're getting paid some of the most, you cannot allow that to happen. So be it, though. You do, get out of here. I don't care. So again, if they rebuild everything and Quinn Hughes is still there, I'm excited for this to get better because it cannot get any worse than this. Once again, the Canucks are in the mushy middle. That's the worst place to be in the world of sport. Anyways, let's read some comments. I feel light, man. Thank you for letting me vent, man. Y'all should try it out, man. Y'all should try it out. Join the Discord. Drop a little voice message here and there. It feels good, man. It feels good. I can't wait to see my girlfriend, man. I'm a happier person, man. Yo, I watched yesterday's game with my girl. Yo, she was shit talking a lot, man. She's like, every time I watch the Canucks, it seems like every player's hurt. Like they're playing like they're hurt. The worst part was that she mentioned, she's like, how come when they're in the offensive zone, they don't do anything? They just play it back to the point. They just skate around and play it back to the top. How does she notice that? Wasn't I supposed to read one of your comments, okay? Okay, can we get some positive comments, okay? Elston, I want to read your comment, but come on, okay. Smelly's saying the root of all this was Pettersson. He's been a driving force for all the mistakes. What? The root of it? Again, that's possible. Being at the top of the pay chain, is that what it's called? The pay grade system? Okay, being at the top of that and just producing those types of efforts, like, dude, that's definitely gonna trickle down in your business. Like that's creating the wrong workplace environment. Okay. Smelly also saying don't lose Brock for nothing. They're not gonna lose Brock for nothing. They're gonna get a good return for him, but again, fascinating week because like a part of me is like, there's a small chance that Brock Besser takes an enormous discount to stay in Vancouver because he loves the city and rightfully so. He's earned that opportunity to like stay here forever. And again, now he wants to take a discount, and there's gonna be a lot of thank you, Brock, for taking the discount and staying here because you're a good player and now you're getting paid market value. But a part of me is also so curious to see this room with a completely new leadership group that just includes Quinn Hughes. But I think again, they've like the most important players in that room, they just haven't been able to handle it. Like whatever's being thrown their way, shit's gonna happen throughout a season, throughout a year. Like you got to be able to handle it. At one point, it can't be like enough with the noise. You just got to get to work. And as Angelo is saying, man, the Benning core is stale. And Lefty saying they could lose Brock for nothing in free agency. Yeah, they're gonna trade him. It's one or the other, but I don't think this management group is taking what's happened post Four Nations break lightly. Like the fact that Brock's been one of the worst players and Pettersson, they don't take that lightly because this was go time. This was, hey, Quinn Hughes is gonna play with it. He's gonna play hurt. He's gonna risk it. Can y'all back him up? Can y'all support him? And it's been no. I'm telling you, Alvin and Rutherford do not take that lightly. That's very telling. Man. Okay, man. I guess I got to get out of here. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Part of me wants to stick on just because, like, I'm emotional and I just need to, like, again, I want children. What? What's the solution, man? Should I wait till the Canucks win a cup to have children? I know it's just a podcast, but fuck, man. Oh, okay. I've said way too much. Okay, you know what? I'm out of here. That was Locked On Canucks, the show that gives you your Canucks every day, a lot of passion. I always tell people, right? We're not the media. We're just emotional. Can y'all just like? Because I don't want to. I don't like seeing those comments, man. Oh, you got a negative media. Blah, blah. We're not negative. We are not the media. We are just emotional. Welcome to Locked On Canucks. Okay, the show where we become all Canucks. I mean, again, Locked On Canucks. Shout out to the Don't Does Art Lab. And yeah, one love to all y'all, man. We're gonna get through this, man. I love y'all. Peace.
You're Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.